Hey guys, welcome back to Rocket Gyan. Today, let me just dim the volume a little bit. So, today we are going to have a look at another launch, and we are, guys, can you see me here? So, yes, so we are here. So, SpaceX is going to launch today. Uh, SpaceX is going to launch today the GPS 3 satellite. So, what is it and how it will launch and what is the mission profile? We'll get to know about it a little bit. Just wait a sec and we'll get to know about it. I'll tell you each and everything. So, first of all, the SpaceX. SpaceX is a company everyone knows, most of my viewers knows only. But if you don't know, it is a SpaceX is a Elon Musk owned company, rocket company, which is revolutionizing space sector. So without having any further ado, let's just have a look at the launch vehicle itself. So we have Falcon 9 as the launch vehicle, which has total 86 launches and 47 total landings. So as we all know, it has been so what is special about Falcon 9? uh, Specialty about Falcon 9 is this reflown rocket is a reusable rocket. So it is the first reusable rocket which was of orbital class rocket and was done by SpaceX itself. So it has 22.8 ton payload capacity to the low Earth orbit, and today it is going to a geo transfer orbit because the GPS satellites itself needs to go to the geo transfer orbit. So 8.3 tons will be the payload, and this is the Falcon 9 rocket. This is the first stage, interstage, second stage, and the fairing. So let's just have a look at the first stage. So first stage has 9 Merlin engines which works on RP1 and liquid oxygen. So uh, liquid oxygen which is a cryogenic fluid, and RP1 is the kerosene. Okay, so it has it produces 1.7 million pounds of thrust at sea level, and it has 9 million engines uh, configured in octa-web fashion. This is what we call an octa-web fashion. Okay, so it has 9 million engines which are gradually throttled up so as to decrease the g forces because it has a large amount of thrust it can produce. So yeah, and then we have the landing legs on the first stage. Of course we need the landing legs because we need it to reuse, and this first stage lands on the drone ship, so we need the first stage landing legs. Okay, so the second stage is a first it has only one Merlin engine, which is a vacuum optimized Merlin engine. It is not simple like it is not a any it is not like only the nozzle has been extended. No, uh, it means actually a lot. Many design changes have been made inside the engine, but yeah, that's the thing. So this is the second stage. Okay, and the interstage has this grid fins. Okay, so you might be thinking grid fins are so insignificant, it is so small and all. uh, Recently I saw one picture of the grid fin, and to make you realize the size of the grid fin, just imagine no I'll just describe you that picture. So in that picture there was one table. Okay, table. What is the size of the table? A big dinner table. Okay, if a dinner table can be made out of grid fin, then yeah, okay, so the person actually made a dinner table out of a grid fin. So that's the size of this grid fin. It is not just a small insignificant part. No, it is an insignificant part comparing to the whole size rocket, but it is not what we call um, normal part. Okay, it is not a some smaller part. Just grid fins is the size of that, so you can see that. And lastly we have the payload, which is the fairing. Today we'll be having fairing, no dragon capsule. We'll be having the fairing which will take the that to the orbit. So this is the Merlin engine which has one what you say, pre-burner, yeah, pre-burner. And here we have the Merlin engine with LOX as the liquid oxygen and RP1. Okay, so and the vacuum engine is same, but not the same, but a vacuum optimized. And this is a big nozzle. This is a very big nozzle, because these 9 engines, the size of the space occupied by 9 engines is occupied by only one this nozzle. So that's the thing. Okay, so now we can have a just have a look at the uh, s- launch profile itself, means the what is the payload and all, what how it will occur. So here we are at the launch space vehicle. And so this is the GPS 3 space vehicle. So GPS 3, what do you mean by this? So GPS, first of all, this is the third generation of GPS satellite. GPS is that, yeah, you heard it, you have mind think of it right, thought of it right, like it is a global positioning system which is enabled in the Google Maps and all. That's the thing. Okay, but this is the third generation of that, and it is the customer for today's launch is US Space Force. Okay, so so that's the thing. So today we'll be seeing this thing. And if I'm not wrong, we have two more satellites, not only the this GPS 3 space vehicle satellite. We have Black Sky satellite, which is an Earth imaging satellite, and one Starlink satellite too. Not one, but yeah, Starlink satellites too. So that's the thing. And today we'll be having two things. First of all, this mission will be a bit longer than usual, because we'll have a SES, second engine start one, start two. Okay, first of all, the engine will shut down, and after going to some one apoapsis, it will again start up, because it needs to go to a geo transfer orbit. That's the thing. Okay, so yeah, it's the mission profile: launch, ascent. This is the MECO, stage separation, and second stage start one. And then the flip maneuver will happen. Then the engines will fire up to slow it down, prevent it from burning up. And then finally, hi, Sophia. Hi, Sophia. And you will love this stream. Don't worry, just stay here, and I'll just explain each and every aspect of the launch which they in the official stream miss. So here we have the split maneuver which it will perform, and then it will perform one entry burn here. Okay, which will basically slow it down so that it does not burn up in the atmosphere. And then finally aerodynamic, and then this landing. So hopefully we'll have a good view at the landing today. This is the timeline, and from the timeline we can see this thing: 1 hour 29 minutes after the launch. So this would be a big stream, a big stream. Okay, the large, what do you say, a big stream, or yeah, that's the thing. So yeah, so now we'll have to wait for the SpaceX to come live. And if you have any questions right now, Sophia and all my viewers which are watching right now can just type in, and I'll answer each and everything. So before, so one more thing is there, this thing which we miss. So the normally the stream starts at around here 16 or 10 minutes, t minus 10 minutes. So okay, so these are the things which we usually see. These are the things which we don't see. So at t minus 38 minutes, which is already done, so this SpaceX launch director verifies go for propellant load. If everything turns right, then at t minus 38 minutes the propellant loading starts. And why do they load propellant so late? Because they don't want their chilled oxygen to just vaporize. Because otherwise, if they load it beforehand, and after some time it launches, then the chilled cryogenic oxygen can turn up into vapors and lose its mass from the fuel tank. So that's the thing. Then RP1 loads, and the first stage locks in. So then the first stage liquid oxygen load under, and the second stage loads. And then finally the Falcon 9 begins engine chill. What is the engine chill? Engine chill is basically required so as to uh, bring down the engine temperature, so as to handle all those uh, so much hot gases which it ejects from the uh, bell nozzle. So that's the thing. Okay, so that's why it chills itself first, so that as to because in initial stage we don't have the engine cooling, which after happens afterwards when the uh, finally the fuel start going into the engine. So before that it does not happen. So we just what engineers thought of this problem, they just chilled the engine beforehand so as to remove that problem. So that's the thing. Then the command flight computer begin to computer to begin final pre-launch checks. So there are tons of pre-launch checks which happen, and that's why we have the countdown. And then the propellant tank pressurization happens, and that's okay. Okay, cool. SpaceX launch director verifies go for launch, engine control, and then this is the thing which will have. Okay, no problem. So now guys, just wait for the thing to happen. Let me just switch it over to that. Hmm, wait a sec, guys. Hmm, 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 hmm. They must be coming live in just 5 6 minutes or so. So okay, no problem. Till then, we'll have one thing which will be this. Okay. So guys, tell me, what do you want me to answer, or what do you want me to say? Anything you wanna ask. And yeah, the thing which we all missed was that the Vega launch. It was like we were going to have the Vega launch, and it was like every time we had opportunity to witness that, and then finally it turns out we won't be having that launch. And the reason is solid rocket booster and no gimbling, and the weather conditions are there, but it goes to a serious level when these two conditions are also there. So yeah, that's the thing. So we are just waiting for it to come. And guys, if you haven't subscribed till now, just subscribe, because I'll be covering each and every other launch which happens in the space industry. Whether it be SpaceX, ISRO, NASA, ULA, Roscosmos, China's agency JAXA, um, or we have the Virgin Orbit too. So whatever happens, I am here with you, explaining each and everything to you, and just breaking down everything. Okay, so okay, one thing I just found out, that the launch has been delayed by some time. Officially it was scheduled to happen at 120 yeah, it is basically by 15 minutes. It has been stretched. So yeah, that's the thing. So no problem. First of all, let me just play some music for you guys, so that you just don't get bored, and we can have a waiting session. I need to change the clock also, because the timing has changed. It is now 1:40 EST. IST, sorry. Okay, no problem then. And yeah. So what do you want me, guys? Till then, should I play the Kerbal? Kerbal? What do you say? Should I play the Kerbal and have some? Okay, the this time we are using this. Just read the instruction, don't strip. We normally use of course still I love you, and just read the instruction is a bit older version of course still I love you. But this of course still I love you was being used by SpaceX Starlink 9 mission, and uh, it is busy there, although it didn't happen because of the weather condition and all, but it was there. So that's why they are using this drone ship instead. No problem, they both function in the same way, no problem. It's just an advanced one so that it is more stabilized and all, and that's the thing. So, otherwise it's okay. Okay, guys, do you want me to play the Kerbal Space Program? If yes, just tell in the chat, because we have time. I should start in that only. about and see what we can do. I'm starting with that. Thanks, Vladimir, for subscribing, guys, because you won't regret subscribing to this channel. That's for sure. I will. I'm. I will. I'm just trying. I'm just working so hard to get the correct content for you guys. So just don't hesitate to subscribe if you haven't. Okay. And yeah, Dan. Oh, Eve, we don't have time for Eve. We can go to Mun itself, but instant, because we don't have time for Eve right now. Otherwise, I would have tried. That's not a problem. And the thing which we missed in the previous stream, this that would have been accomplished in this stream. But yeah, we don't have much time left. Whatever we can have, we will be having that. So that's the thing. Yeah, I will go to moon or Mun or whatever you say. I'll go to moon and try to land there, and I have to design the ship accordingly. Or should I just have a SST? Okay, today we don't. We won't be launching the what do you say this the rocket to the moon. We will be launching an SSTO. SSTO. What is an SSTO? This is the SSTO is a single stage to orbit. Basically, it's a space plane which we'll be launching today in the Kerbal Space Program. Okay, let me just switch over to that. If it loads, it is loading. This game takes a hell lot of time to load. And guys, yeah, today and in some hours, the KSP 1.10 update will be live for everyone. So just update your game and enjoy the Rosetta mission and all those cool updates which are going to happen today. Okay, guys. So now I should dim the music. Yeah, guys, the music is a bit high, right? I know. Here we go. I have my just for information, I have my Kerbal stuck at Duna. I need to go and rescue them also. They are stuck at Duna North Pole. I need to rescue them all. Okay, this I'm going to the space plane hangar. Yeah, I don't know the ship which I am going to use. That's a predefined ship, of course. Uh, it was one which I personally love and is a good companion for today. Hmm. Maybe that's the thing. What was that, man? Okay, let's reload this one. Was it this? No, 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 no. Oh yeah, all saves is needed. That's what I was saying. When Hopper was that. Yeah, yeah, this one. Let's just go and launch it. And hopefully we'll reach the orbit. Okay, launch it. uh I don't want to launch in night. It will be cool to launch at night, right? It is such a good atmosphere and all. See, break. Yeah, this is how cool is it from inside. We have the Kerbal sign here. So yeah, let's just launch it. Hopefully we'll be able to get it to the orbit and to the moon. So guys, we are going to the moon in this space plane. 3, 2, 1, launch. And we're the liftoff. Take off. Sorry, liftoff, not liftoff. Of course, take off. This is very different than launching in what do you say, with the rocket. This is very different from that, guys. Literally very different. We need to achieve some speed, then we'll be able to go. Guys, can you hear my voice, or should I decrease or increase the volume? Can you hear my voice properly? Once this reaches 400, the throttle will increase drastically. The thrust of, not the throttle, the thrust need to be a little bit above. Okay, Dan, thanks for the information. This is such a beautiful sight, right? There the sun is rising and we are just launching in the early morning and going to the moon. It's so good too. And oh wow, there we have this good morning everyone. There we have the sunrise. It was I haven't seen a sunrise in the Kerbal. I'm literally saying you, I haven't seen. This was sudden sunrise. I haven't seen it in my life till now. It was a sudden sunrise, and I like that. Here's the view from the inside of the cabin. There we have the full sunrise, guys. I don't know why is it so wobbly, I don't know. I need to go it a little bit higher. When the thrust will start decreasing a lot, then I'll just switch over to the nuclear engine. There's such a beautiful sighting. I just love it. Seriously, man, I love it. I love it. I am so in love with this. And now the thrust has decreased a lot. And where we flame out is coming up. Whoa, 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 whoa. What the hell? Okay, toggle mode. That is needed. What was that, man? I lost some speed there. It's okay, no problem. I think there is some problem with this. Okay, cool. We are on this ship and I just need to reach that mark and I'll be going straight above. Come on, man, go out of the atmosphere. I am going out of the atmosphere. Let me just speed this thing up. 74, 75. This will be good. Okay, you just go away. We are in the orbit itself. Okay, we need to start the burn itself. So we are in the not in the orbit, but we in the space right now, and we can do some science here. Okay, we have the miner too. Oh no. Yeah, we have that. Maybe this, but we have lots of delta V, if I'm not wrong, to come back. We are no. What the hell? We are in the atmosphere. I didn't see that coming. Oh, come on. What the hell is happening? Every time in the stream, this thing happens. This does not happen in real when I play, but in the stream, this happens. I don't know why. Come on, stabilize yourself. Oh, because of this. No, stabilize yourself, please. What about this engine? Why is it like this? Oof. What the hell did I do? I need to mine again, and maybe I can just land there and mine again and then go. Maybe. Nose down a bit, please. Can you? This thing is so unstable. I'm telling you, this thing is very unstable. I should just turn the engines off. And why only one engine was running, I don't know. This thing is so unstable, I know. I just can't tell you. This thing is really very unstable. And I highly doubt I will be able to fly it again because of my landing skills. No, I don't know about it. Dan, if you can just elaborate, maybe if it's I don't know what's that you are saying. I don't watch it. Vertical speed is 22 meters per second. I need to decrease it a bit. First of all, you just go niche. Then I'll decrease that thing. Dan, if you can just tell me what is it, maybe I can watch it if it's a good thing to watch. Come on down. Oh. Whoa! It was okay, but why is it like what happened to it actually? Did okay the landing gear of the first one just exploded and we like okay the Amazon Prime. Okay, I'll watch it. I'll surely watch it. And do we have the launch or not?
We went vertical on the pad at roughly 10 a.m. The chief engineer held
okay, we are here, guys.
T-1 hours, and the launch director held a propellant load and launch go no-go poll at T-minus 38 minutes. The vehicle is healthy. We are currently working, no issues. Now, if we do have to call a hold on today's launch, we have a backup opportunity tomorrow at 3:51 Eastern Time in the afternoon. That's about 4 minutes earlier than today's opening of the window. Now, right now, we're targeting the end of the window just after 16:10 Eastern Time for liftoff. Now, after the go-no-go polls, Falcon 9 has been loading propellants, began at T-minus 35 minutes. We began with fuel going into both the first and second stage, oxidizer into the first stage. For fuel, we use a refined form of kerosene known as RP1, rocket propellant grade 1. Our oxidizer is a super chilled liquid oxygen, and we call that LOX. Now, currently, the second stage that you can see outlined with the gray paint
Gray
that I
pad.
mentioned,
Yeah, that's the heat
fuel
sink.
is completely loaded. We're still loading fuel on the first stage. That'll go until T-minus 6 minutes. And as you can see from the plume streaming off of the first and second stage LOX tanks, We are continuing to let
So
liftoff
this
begin
gray
on the
thing
first
you
stage.
won't be seeing in normal launches. So we are having here today because we will be having a second engine start, right?
Igniting the fuel and the launch
Because
codes.
of the we need to go into the geotransfer orbit. So that gray thing is basically the heat sink for the liquid oxygen to stay
With heat advances
in
throughout
cryogenic
the engine,
temperatures.
heating
That's the
material
thing.
helps expand it to fill the tanks. Now at T-minus 7 minutes coming up here, engine chill will begin. We'll hear that call out. This is where we allow a small amount of the super chill liquid oxygen to flow past the turbopump inlets. That cools them down to avoid thermal shocks when we light the Merlin engines at T-minus 2 seconds. Finally, you can see to the left of the rocket is the transport erector, or what we also call the strongback. That will retract away from the rocket about 2 degrees at T-minus 4 minutes. That gives the necessary clearance for Falcon 9 to begin the liftoff sequence. Now on top of Falcon 9, we have the spacecraft. The spacecraft team has transitioned the GPS satellite to internal battery power. That happened at T-minus 15 minutes. They're working no issues, and there are no further actions required of the satellite before launch. We're launching out of the eastern range, and currently the range is go. They're ready to support. The air and the sea space is clear around us. They've also been launching the balloons for us to help get the weather. The weather from clouds, lightning, electric fields right now is go. What we've been watching is the upper altitude winds. The gradient from one altitude to the other has been borderline where we might exceed the load capability of the Falcon 9. We are currently go. We will get one last weather balloon piece of data coming up here in a couple of minutes. But right now, all systems continue to be go for a liftoff just after 4:10 p.m. Eastern Time.
Okay.
Now, as we mentioned earlier, today's mission is for the United States Space Force, and we're launching the GPS-3 Space Vehicle number 3 as our payload. Now we'll hear from Lieutenant Colonel Margaret Sullivan, Material Leader of the GPS-3 Space Vehicles, and Tanya Ladwig, Acting Vice President of Navigation Systems at Lockheed Martin, to learn more about today's satellite.
Okay. That would be a good thing to watch.
We use GPS every day.
Today, everyone has GPS technology in their pocket.
This is how satellite is made.
25 years of space-based position, navigation, and timing, supporting the entire world.
GPS touches the lives of everyday people all the time. It's changed the way we work, it's changed the way we play with over 4 billion users worldwide. We're already preparing for the next generation of GPS satellites with our GPS-3 follow-on contract, and we're inserting greater technology for greater capability.
Oh yeah.
The brand new United States Space Force owns this premier asset and provides this position, navigation, and timing service to everyone.
And for all personnel on the countdown net, we have an update from GNC informing us we have a good weather balloon. Proceeding on with the countdown. T-minus 4 minutes, 20 seconds and counting.
Okay, so we are go for
Today's
that.
GPS-3 Space Vehicle 3 mission is dedicated by the Space Force to the memory of Colonel Thomas Falzarano, and we will hear directly from General Raymond and others who knew and worked with him just before we enter our first coast phase later on in the broadcast. Now we're currently just inside 4 minutes from liftoff. We did get the good news just a moment ago that the latest weather balloon is go for launch, so we're going to continue to count down. We've begun retracting the transporter erector strongback away from the Falcon 9. You can see it on your screen. Moves back a couple of degrees.
That music was so lit right now. Exactly. I love that music.
Of the countdown. The vehicle remains in good health. Fuel loading is complete on both the first and second stages. Liquid oxygen loading will wrap up shortly on the first stage and will complete at T-minus 2 minutes on the second stage.
So
At 1
guys,
minute before liftoff, you'll hear the announcement that Falcon 9 is in startup. That means the rocket's own internal computers on first and second stage are controlling the launch countdown. The GPS-3 space vehicle continues to be go. The Falcon 9 team is tracking no issues on the rocket. The weather has turned green for us here in the last minutes, and the range continues to be green for launch. Now again, as a reminder, if we don't launch today, we have a backup opportunity at 3:51 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow.
Okay, so guys, here we have today we will be having the launch finally
Launch director has just called out that the
after
first stage of
so
launch
many
load is
days.
complete. We're now loading just liquid oxygen on the second stage.
And this you will see that gray thing is a premier
Approximately
thing
half a
right now
minute,
for
launch
today's
loading should
launch.
complete on stage 2.
Because of this heat sink we don't usually see. The last time it was used was in 2019, August 2019 if I'm not wrong, when it placed one geostationary satellite into orbit. Till then no use was there, and that's why we didn't use it. But today we are again using it because we want the oxygen to be super chilled inside that.
T-minus 2
We don't
minutes.
want it to expand because the engines will start up after 1
That
hour,
announcement tells
and
us that
in the
chilling that we
space
began at T-minus 7 minutes has
in
lasted
space
long
when
enough,
the weather side
and
the
we are good for the ignition sequence on the Merlin engines coming up in just over a minute and 40 seconds.
and where the and in space it is like when where the rocket is facing the sun, that is very hot, and the other side is very cold, and we
Now,
don't
coming up in
want
the
those
background, you can
differences in
see some
temperature.
white plumes coming off of the strongback.
Gas close up started.
There's a nice view. We have completed loading the second stage. We're now draining the liquid oxygen out of the plumbing that goes up that structure alongside the rocket. And as we vent off the gas, you get that nice long plume you see there where that humid Florida air meets the ultra cold gaseous oxygen, condenses, giving you that nice white fog. That's normal for this point in the count.
The vehicle is in startup now. That means the internal
Startup. NTS configured for flight.
Launch director
okay.
is announced. We're inside of a minute. We are in startup on the flight computers. We are also beginning to pressurize stage 1 and stage 2 for launch.
Mission directors go for launch.
It is go for launch, and
You've
we'll
heard the
be
final
having launch
callouts.
in
Mission
about
director, launch
35
director, go for
seconds,
launch.
guys.
So at T-minus 30 seconds
Just hold
coming
on
up,
to your
all
seats
systems are
and
go for launch
watch
of Falcon
this.
9 with GPS 3 space vehicle number 3.
Watch this awesome launch. Twenty, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9,
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
ignition, and
Liftoff.
liftoff
Go
of
Falcon,
the Falcon 9 rocket with the GPS satellite. Here we have the beautiful view of the liftoff. This is so good to see, right guys? And so this time of launch is also very good because we can see each and every detail of the rocket, and it is in now flight. Yes, Ken, and yes, can't pronounce your name. It is going on, and hopefully, and I am in that thing that this SpaceX will land this thing, the first stage, successfully.
Powering down the Merlin engines to relieve the acceleration as we get ready for the period of maximum dynamic pressure. We're in the throttle bucket. Now we're beginning to power back up. We hear the call out exiting throttle bucket. The 9 Merlin 1D engine.
Oh, that you just saw that? That was the effects of the aerodynamics which you saw. That white thingy, because it was passing through max Q. Everything is looking good. We are having a good
max Q.
Okay, cool.
Engineer calls out max Q, the period of maximum dynamic pressure, or Q, on
Oh
the
no,
vehicle.
I can see the flare in the backside. What? This thing is not good here. Why? Oh, finally it went away. Whoa, I literally was in shock. Why was it burning?
begun the chilling of the upper stage engine.
I
Power
don't
on the
know
Merlin
that
1D
what was
engines
that.
looks good. Avionics reports everything is nominal.
I was a little bit of worried. Whoa, what was that fire thing in the
We're at T plus
beside
2
those
minutes into
engines?
flight. Next major activity in half a minute, shutdown of the 9 Merlin engines, separate the first and second stage, and ignite the second stage engine to carry GPS and the second stage into the first of 2
Can we
orbits
have the
today.
onboard
This
camera
will
view?
be the initial parking orbit.
We will have a good view of the itself then. Please give me the onboard camera view.
Falcon 9 preparing for MECO.
Okay, so now we'll have a MECO, that is the main engine cutoff, and then second engine start. 1.
Stage separation confirmed.
And there we have the stage separation, guys, and there we go with the engine startup.
And we've confirmed ignition of the second stage engine after a good stage 1, stage 2 SEP. You could see briefly the Falcon 9 first stage in the background.
And currently you can see the blue line which is away from the
Both vehicles are following the planned trajectory.
launch from the drone ship. That white.
Where it'll then slowly turn around and descend back to the drone ship for landing in the Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah,
The
that white
stage engine beginning the long burn to get it into the parking orbit.
Exactly.
Signal, Maryland.
So white.
Fairing deploy.
Okay, fairing. Okay, let's
Waiting to
just
see
have a
the
fairing
camera switch
deploy.
forward.
Fairing separation confirmed.
And here we
We've
go.
got fairing separation. The two halves of the Falcon 9 fairing separating, the pneumatic system unlatching the locks that hold it together, and then the pneumatic pushers separating the two halves. As
Cool.
the fairing falls away from the vehicle, we can see on the left side of the screen the grid fins, the large titanium castings that are mounted to the first stage have deployed.
Thanks
They'll
for
be used later as
subscribing.
we come back into the atmosphere for precision guidance of the first stage to land on the drone ship. On the right-hand side, we see the second stage
Acquisition
engine
signal,
continuing to burn.
And that is
It's at
ice.
full
That
power.
is ice.
Everything's looking good with the trajectory.
Hopefully.
So at just past T plus 4 minutes into flight, everything is go on the flight of Falcon 9 with GPS
And
3 space vehicle number 3.
That thing which you saw, the blue and the white line, basically white line is where the drone ship is, and it will follow that trajectory. It was the blue line was away, but then entry burn will
Just
happen
4
and
minutes
that
and
will
25
decrease.
seconds into flight. We're currently in the first of 2 planned Merlin vacuum engine burns. Currently looking at the data, the second stage engine burn is nominal. On your left-hand screen, you can see the first stage as it's performing that reorientation. That
So
John talked
beautiful.
about. The grid fins are deployed, and you're seeing some thruster plumes there from the attitude control system that are getting it ready so that the 9 Merlin 1D engines are.
There's
plunging
so
towards
much
the
ice.
atmosphere as it re-enters into Earth's atmosphere. Beautiful views of the planet beneath both the first stage and the second stage. Second stage is continuing into its burn. We're expecting this burn
Both
to
vehicles
last
continue to
about
follow nominal
5
trajectories.
minutes and 15 seconds. And entry burn will actually begin on the first stage in just about a minute from now. During the entry burn, we'll ignite 3 of the Merlin 1D engines on the first stage. That'll give us a chance to slow down the stage as it ends up re-entering the Earth's atmosphere.
Guys, if you
and
haven't-
reduce the aerodynamic loads as it starts to bite into the thicker parts of the air around our planet.
If you haven't subscribed till now, just subscribe because
You can
today,
see the Merlin vacuum
because
engine
I'll
on
be
your
streaming
right-hand screen.
every launch.
The nozzle extension there growing red hot. That's expected.
That happens in the space
We
industry.
have such a long nozzle extension on there to try to get the most performance out of the pressure coming out of the thrust chamber on the second stage.
So now we'll be seeing the entry burn started. It has
Coming up here in
performed the
about
flip maneuver.
15 seconds is entry burn. Watch for that on
I
your
can-
left-hand
I-
screen.
we just
That'll ignite 3
saw
of the
so
Merlin
many,
engines. The second stage continues to burn towards that elliptical orbit
Yeah.
with the GPS vehicle on board.
So many ice today.
Stage 1 FTS is saved.
Oh, and there we
Stage
go.
1, entry burn has started.
Entry
There's
burn
successful
has
ignition
started.
of the 3 Merlin 1D engines on the first stage. We're expecting this burn to last just about 30 seconds.
Not 30 seconds, it lasts 10 seconds, 20 seconds. Okay, that fogging thing is quite normal, I guess. Fogging is normal. It's okay. Now please
Stage
we
1, entry burn, shut down.
shut down, but please we I don't want to lose the signal
Successful shutdown
in
of
the
the
first stage.
engine and some
We
attitude control
don't. We
portions just
want
to get
the
that orientation right.
uh
Now, once we get into the thicker parts of the atmosphere where those grid fins have some aerodynamic control authority, they will do most of the guiding to take the first stage towards our drone ship named Just Read the Instructions, which is about 350 nautical miles off the east coast of Florida. The coming up at about
please don't
50
lose
seconds
the
from now, we'll have two events happening about the same time. The first stage will ignite its single
Okay, here we have
center
the
Merlin 1D
Mer-
engine for landing burn. About
the
the same
signal, Kate?
time,
First
the
stage expected.
second stage will perform secondary engine
Stage
cutoff,
2 is entered terminal guidance.
or SECO number 1.
we have the just read the instruction
While
drone
those
ship.
two things occur about 25 seconds later, the first stage will hopefully touch down on our drone ship. In between, they're deploying its landing legs. So watch for that on your left-hand screen.
Stage 2 FTS is saved.
Drone ship, AOS. Stage 1, landing burn is starting.
Okay, landing
Ignition
legs
of that center,
has started.
Merlin engine on the first stage.
SECO 1.
Successful confirmation of shutdown of the Merlin vacuum
Here
engine.
we go for the
Guidance
landing.
engineers evaluating the orbit of the second stage now.
Nominal parking orbit.
Nominal parking orbit,
Landing
that's
legs are
exactly what we want to
deployed.
hear.
Landing legs
And
are
deployment looks like
deployed.
right down the center.
And do we get the ship? Falcon
And
9.
Looks
stage
like
1
a
is
successful
landed.
landing.
Recovery
Stage
operator
1
taking
is
the
landed.
on UTC
Excellent.
F9.
Excellent,
So that's,
excellent,
yeah,
excellent.
first
Right
Blue
in the
Falcon 9 10
bullseye.
years ago, actually this month. Since then, it's completed 88 missions, is now the most flown operational rocket in the United States. This mission completed its first landing, and hopefully we'll have many more to come.
Stage 2 expected.
The vehicle is now, we're actually going to enter into our first coast phase, now that we know that the second stage is in a successful parking orbit. That coast phase will last about 54 minutes and will end with our second stage relight at about T+1 hour and 3 minutes. We're going to come back shortly before that to cover the second engine start, number 2. Now, as we had mentioned earlier, today's
Acquisition
mission
signal, Newfoundland.
is dedicated by the Space Force to the memory of Colonel Thomas Falzarano, commander of the 21st Space Wing at Peterson Air Force Base in Colorado. As a leader of the Air Force's 5th largest wing, he commanded a workforce of approximately 4,300 space professionals worldwide. We'll now hear from General Raymond and a number of Colonel Falzarano's colleagues in the Air Force and Space Force about the impact he had on all those he worked with.
Okay, so we have something to
I can think of no better way to honor Colonel Tom Falzarano and his family than with today's launch of our third GPS 3 satellite from Cape Canaveral. As a former commander of the 45th Operations Group, Tom not only understood the critical importance of our launch capabilities here on the Eastern Range, but he dedicated his entire military career to ensure our nation's space capabilities like GPS continue to fuel our modern way of life and our modern way of war. Tom was an incredible officer, leader, father, and friend who made a difference. He was in his prime as he led the 21st Space Wing at Peterson Air Force Base at such a critical point in our nation's history. Before that, he served as my senior executive officer, who worked tirelessly behind the scenes and put in long hours as we established the United States Space Command, our nation's 11th Combatant Command, and the United States Space Force, our newest branch of the armed services.
Also signal Maryland's
Tom
expected.
made a difference in the lives of his teammates and those he led. He will always be remembered for caring for his people while taking care of the mission. Tom had that unique gift of connecting with everyone he came in contact with. He always had a smile and a word of encouragement, no matter how demanding the situation was. Tom made a difference in the lives of his family. No one loved family more than he did. And in fact, Tom made us all feel like we were part of his family. As we watch today's Falcon 9 soar high into space, let Tom's legacy be a reminder for all of us to make a difference every single day, and how our greatest legacy is found in the relationships and the investments we make in the people around us. My sincere thanks to SpaceX, the 45th Space Wing, and the entire launch team for honoring Tom's legacy.
Nobody knew how much the United States and our international allies rely on space capabilities every minute of every day more than Colonel Tom Falzarano. Tom took his mission responsibilities very seriously, but he was passionate about developing and taking care of the people under his command. Although we lost him well before his time, his outstanding legacy will live on through the air and space professionals he led and mentored during his 26-year career.
Okay.
For Tom's family, and in honor of his memory, on behalf of the 6,000 professionals of the Space and Missile Systems Center, we will continue to protect and defend the global commons of space and continue to mentor our people, which he so clearly cherished.
Today's launch is dedicated to a warrior, a husband, a father, a friend, an American hero, and a man whose example and leadership will continue to influence our Air and Space Force well into the future. We're dedicating today's launch to Colonel Thomas Falzarano, who was the commander of the U.S. Space Force's 21st Space Wing when he tragically passed away a few weeks ago. In a way, dedicating this GPS-3 launch to Tom is wholly appropriate, as this next-generation satellite provides navigational guidance to the nation and the world. So did Tom provide lasting guidance and inspiration to all those he led and served with. It has been our great privilege to have known and served with Tom Falzarano, and we are proud to dedicate this launch to him.
Colonel Falzarano was a strong, steady leader who was an instant friend to everyone he met. He built lasting connections everywhere he went, and he cared intensely about everyone. Here at the 21st Space Wing, we miss him every day, but we'll honor him and continue our mission. Strength and preparedness always.
Colonel Falzarano led us by example to give of ourselves completely and compassionately. He taught us what it is to be built to last, to ensure what we build today will outlive us.
Guys, if you haven't subscribed and shared this stream with your friends, just share. Get me some subscribers, because high quality content is coming up.
To Colonel Tom Falzarano, a great American hero. On behalf of the 50th Space Wing and the men and women of Schriever Air Force Base, thank you for your service, thank you for your sacrifice, and most importantly, thank you for your partnership over the course of the last year.
Colonel Falzarano, teammate, leader, wingman, guide. Much like the GPS, you get people to where they ought to be. Proud to have served with you.
Colonel Tom Falzarano was a true friend of the 30th Space Wing and a personal friend of mine. I've known Tom for over 20 years when he and I were captains together at the 564th Missile Squadron in Great Falls, Montana. Tom is the kind of person who would do whatever he could to help another airman. He looked out for the folks that he led, and he looked out for his peers. And it was my privilege for the time that we were serving as wing commanders together to serve next to him. Chief?
Sir, I had the pleasure of working with Colonel Falzarano as a teammate in Air Force Space Command headquarters. Consummate professional, consummate leader. You're missed, sir.
We're going to miss you, Tom.
It is so fitting that we as an Air and Space Force remember Colonel Tom Falzarano with his GPS launch. Tom spent a lot of time in Florida, and in particular, as the 45th Operations Group Commander, he sat on crew for many of our nation's most important launches. Tom was truly a people person who loved his airmen and enjoyed hearing their stories. He was caring and kind to everyone he met and always found time to brag about his family. To Stacy and the children, it is our honor to represent the 14,000 men and women of Team Buckley and honor Tom for his leadership and service to this nation. For many of us who personally knew him, we'll light a cigar in his honor after a successful launch. Here's a toast.
Okay, that's why they were holding.
It's my pleasure, along
that.
with other leaders of the United States Space Force, to honor the life of Colonel Tom Falzarano during the SpaceX Falcon 9 launch of the next GPS satellite. Colonel Falzarano is a former commander of the 45th Operations Group, and his legacy is felt throughout the Eastern Range. We have a saying in the 45th Space Wing: once a shark, always a shark. And the sharks of the wing are so sad to hear of the passing of Colonel Falzarano. We'd also like to pass on our condolences and tell Stacy and the children that our thoughts and prayers are with them. Falzy, I just want to say thank you for your many years of friendship to me personally, and to your many years of service to the United States and the United States Space Force. You left us too young. You are and will continue to be missed. Thank you.
Exactly. Whew. That is a small sad story. Okay, now we are here and we can now see the stage 2 being there in the orbit and finally coasting into the apoapsis height, if I'm not wrong. And finally when it reaches the apoapsis, then it will again reignite its engine to place the satellite into a elliptical orbit. And then after reaching elliptical orbit, the onboard thrusters of the engines of the GPS satellites will take that satellite to another of its dedicated orbit. So guys, it will take time. Sometime it will take most of the time, because we know it is only t plus 18 minutes, and it will we know that it will take time. So we should switch over to Kerbal now, and hopefully do the needful which we were unable to do it last time because of I don't know what happened to that. So yeah, we will do that. Should we fly an SSTO or the rocket itself? Whatever you say. Okay, we can have the Saturn 5. Okay, Saturn 5 is there. Let me just do that. Okay, wait a sec. Okay, I got the control note. No, I didn't. Now I did. Yeah, so we'll be back. Okay, Dan. Okay, no problem. Yeah guys, I was talking about that rocket. Hopefully now we won't be launching in the SST, or if you want me to launch in the SSTO, then it's okay. Otherwise I'll do a classic moon mission with the Saturn 5 rocket. Whatever is your preference, guys, I'll do that. No problem with anything. Just tell me what you want to see and I'll do that. Right now I can see that guys, get me some subscriber, guys. Today I need at least some subscribers. I had one goal to fulfill and I want you to help me. So if you haven't subscribed, guys, just subscribe and help me get this stream some views, because I don't know why, what is the YouTube algorithm or whatever, how much hard I try, I don't get those things which I think I deserve because of the thing which I produce to you. I know a little bit of sometimes the quality is bad, I understand that, but yeah, I'm improving myself and I have very big plans for this channel. Very means very big plans. So it would be best if we can have the subscribers back on track. So yeah, just let it open and then I'll switch over to that. Oh, so yeah, I forgot to see what is that blue line. Is that equator or what? I just don't know. No, it is not equator, that's for sure, I know, but what is that blue line? We always see that. What is that? Anybody knows what is that blue line, guys? If anybody knows, can tell me also then. This game takes a hell lot of time to load. Seriously. Okay, I think I should switch over to that only and maybe mute this thing here and switch over to that. What do you suggest, guys? Have something. I'll be so much obliged, guys, if you can just stay in here and support me, because I'm also opening my Discord channel, so wherein I can interact with you also. So I'll be opening the Discord channel and inform you guys about it, hopefully in the next launch, or maybe I can configure it right now and share it with you all. So yeah, I can do that right now only. Let me just do that right now. That would be great. I can just give you the stream and the Discord server, and you can all just join in, and after joining in we can have so much of discussion, right? Let me just have that enabled. Where do we have? Okay, the stream is loaded. Copied. Here we are. Let me just mute it a bit and switch over to that. And here is the Discord link, guys. Here's the Discord link. This is the link for you all. Just here we go. So now I am switching over to that. And let's go to with the Saturn V rocket. Making history. It is in the making history pack, right? So to the moon, trouble in the world, blue moon, a Capello. Yeah. Not the Minmus. Okay, let's just do this one. What? Restart the mission. Here we are on the launch pad with the rocket on there, and let me see if I can get it. Okay, cool. So yeah, I'm back, and here we are with the stream. So greetings crew, this is the Gene Kermin here with you, and greetings crew. I hate to use the term routine when talking about spaceflight, but this should be a pretty straightforward and routine mission. Your goal is to reach the moon, whatever you say, land, plant a flag, pick up a surface sample, and return safely back to the Kerbin. First, through reach a 100-kilometer circular orbit over Kerbin. Oh, and ignore the warnings about bad luck and the number 13 and all la. So where we are on the launch pad, guys, and here we have the Saturn V rocket on the launch pad, ready to be launched. So now we will have the launching here. Let me just throw in this full throttle, not the full throttle. Let me just, I'll increase the thrust after some time. So here we are. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition. Lift off. So it has a terrible thrust to weight ratio. We just also saw that, but it's okay, no problem. There we have the Saturn V F1 engines analog firing up here. Yes, here we go, guys. We are going to the moon. Finally. So how do we go to the moon? So we achieve a little bit of speed around 100 meters per second, and then we'll start a pitch maneuver. Why is pitch maneuver required? Pitch maneuver is required so as to go in space and be there, because if we just go straight up, we go to space but we don't be there. If we want to achieve the orbit, and we want to achieve the orbit this time to stay in space, we go sideways, and that too very fast, and which we will be doing here. So now 100 meter per second is achieved. Now I am tilting a little bit there, and at 10 kilometer mark, which you can see above, I'll be there at 45-degree angle. So just see this thing pitching. Doing that right now. I could have better done this mission which the SpaceX is doing right now. I could have done that only, but I thought this is more interesting than that. So yeah, why not do this only? So I am here doing this. Oh, I reached so early. I reached so early. But it's okay. No problem with that. Maybe I can just stay in for a while here for 15 kilometer, and then I'll face prograde. That would be good. So here we are burning all the fuel we have so as to reach the orbit fastly. This is only apophysis height is 16 kilometer. What is wrong with this? I don't know. Why is it producing so much less thrust? We have 2 kilometers per second, and we have so much less. Not 2 kilometers. The thrust to weight ratio is 2, and we have so much less apophysis. Okay, no problem. It's okay. We still have loads of delta V in this, and we are maintaining the climb to the orbit. Now I think I should just face this thing here and wait for this to achieve the orbit. So after that, just face prograde and let your ship do the rest. It will slowly reach the paddle base and it will reach orbit. So here we have, guys. I am planning for 80 kilometer. Yeah, that's it. And we do have this thing. We have so much of. We need to go. I did it so early. We need to achieve 1000 meters. I did it early. Why do I use my brain? Could have easily used it to gain the momentum and all. I don't know how I will do that. Okay, here we are. Let me just plan the maneuver. Okay, cool. Not cool, but it's okay. Okay, now good. Now just face this here. And we'll start the burn in just a few seconds. $52. Okay, time warp it to the correct, and here we go. Accelerating in its the space so as to reach the orbit. So for the Kerbal system, we have 2 kilometer per second as the orbital speed, but in actual world we have 7.2 kilometer per second for Earth. That's the orbital speed, and the escape speed for Earth is 11.2 kilometers, and it is the for Kerbal it is around 3.3. If I'm not wrong, it is around that. We are just accelerating towards the space, and hopefully we are in the launch window too. That's why we were in this. And what's the movement configuration? Yeah, I think we are in the launch window. Ho 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 ho. See how much fuel it has. 45, 40. Oh man. Okay. Okay. Okay, team, point this ship at the moon and prepare to land. It may be routine, but hopefully not too boring. Yeah? Okay. What the hell? What the hell just happened? This thing blew up. Do you read? We detected a massive explosion on your vessel. What is your status? Repeat, what is your status? We are fine enough. Okay, bad news. That explosion was totally one of your engines. We are assessing the situation now, but it seems that you should be able to complete your mission. You can choose to return to Kerbin if you do not want, and do no one will think any less of you for scrubbing this mission. But if you are feeling particularly brave, you should have enough fuel to continue to the moon, attempting a ladder and okay, we'll continue. We are brave enough to continue this thing to the moon. So I'm just detach it, maybe decouple, switch it over to this, RCS enabled. Oh, I have no crew in there. Okay, I'll just switch in this and come on. Yeah, that's how you do this. Have this as set as target, point towards the target. And RCS will do its thing then, but we need to I think we need to have some patience here, and hopefully just rotate it here. What am I doing? I don't know. Okay, let's just wait this thing to go there. Don't hit this thing, please. Stabilize yourself first. It's okay if you hit it, no problem with that. I just want you to face on this, the target. Now you can face it. Stop hitting this, please. Yeah, it's okay. Go in there. Face the target. Go. Go. And dock to it, please. Okay, no problem. No problem, I can easily do this. I know what I have to do. Okay. Face retrograde. Decrease its speed. And stop. Oh. I was increasing it. See, this is how do we do rendezvous. Okay, I messed it up right there, but I know what to do. You can just go away now, and here we are. The situation is this. Okay, no problem. This thing is rotating only, that's the problem and nothing else. So first of all, we'll go towards it. Okay, we'll go towards it. Oh, the trick to stop it rotation. Yeah, how can I forget this thing, man? Now we can just stop, kill the velocity, and yeah, here we go. Now what we can do is face it over here. Very well. Now RCS, and hopefully go a little bit far from it. And yeah, it is coming towards us. If I just time it well, then we'll be able to, or maybe, yeah. Face the target, face the target, face the target. Come on, dog. Come on, dog. Oh, dog. Yeah, here we go. Finally, docked. So now we can go and plot our maneuver towards the moon. So we set it as target. And here we are going to do a maneuver to the moon. Yeah, here we go. What do you want? Do you want a free return trajectory? Nah, I'll just be there. Oh. Here we go. What's the 56? Okay. But we need to see what are the moon's parameter, the mission's parameter. So check if a vessel is entering a sphere of influence, then check if vessel is landed. Okay, landed on Kerbin. Moon SOI fast on Kerbin. Okay, cool. So 56 kilometer is good enough. I'll do this. 56. Why am I doing this? Okay, no problem. 56 is good enough. Let's just go to the maneuver. Transfer one crew into this also. So Jebediah, you will be transferring, you will be going inside this hatch. So you just let it go. RCS is enabled. Where is the hatch? Okay, here's that. Grab it. Come on. Here we go. And board it. It's okay. So this thing will detach and we'll be landing it on the moon. So going to the date site. Putting ourselves into a lunar trajectory. Go. I was a little bit late, but it's okay. That would not cause a big problem there. This looks more like a Merlin engine to me. I don't know why, but it does look like today. Of course, the color is not that, but yeah, it does look like to me that only. So let me just speed this thing up. And we lost the plumes. Beautiful plumes which we were having. We don't need that also. See this orbit rising and rising and rising. We'll be getting a Mun encounter right now and just fine tuning with the axis and with the orbit right now. 656 at 56. I'll stop. Okay, you're good. Let me just put a maneuver here to capture ourselves in a lunar orbit. Here I'll be performing a retrograde maneuver to slow ourselves so as to reach the moon's velocity. The moon's orbital velocity, the moon's orbital velocity, whatever you say. Here we go. Now just we can say tata bye bye to our sweet home. Bye bye. Whoa. Here we and there we have welcome the Mun. Here we are. So we reached the Mun. Decision time. You can still head back to Kerbal and land or attempt to sit down on the Mun. To minimize it, take only one Kerbal in the lander. My vote goes for the Jeb. Okay. We already have Jeb on board in the lander. This is the lander. And 4, 3, 2, 1 and go. Slowing ourselves down. And now we just got captured, circularizing. Here we go. Done. Now we can just undock it and plot ourselves a maneuver where to land. Guys, where do you think I should land? I'm planning to land in the crater or something, so maybe in this thing. Okay, I'll land in here. No, I won't be landing. Yes, I can land, so let's just plan a maneuver here so as to land in here. Okay, this will be good enough, I think so. We have the SS control in here. We can just time warp ourselves to there. I know this thing will happen, so that's why I am just I need to plan our maneuver again. It's okay, it's okay. We are doing. Oh, then of course the quick saving. What 30 and 10 9 8 7 6 5 4 3 2 1 and here we go. What? Now we'll be landing, guys. and here we go. There you go. So now I'll face retrograde, deploy the landing legs, switch it over to the land mode and warp ourselves down. We are already over the blackish crater. I'll switch on my engines at 5,000 meters. I'm not wrong. I'll do at least the landing part sahi se. There we have the marker. Where are we going to land? I'm just trying to see if I can get a good... Okay, this is a flat, indeed a flat space. Oh. I was a bit late. Ten, 9, 8. And landed. Great work. Oof. Finally we are on the moon. Finally. Now EVA. I just have to EVA now and do the mission critical work, and that is to take the samples. Oh yeah. Extend the ladder, man. I won't be needing the lander itself. Oh. Okay. See how happy Jeb is. See him. Oh, this is so cool, right? This is looking so good. Where's our Mother Earth? Okay, this is a fire. Mother Kerbin, I would say. This is on the other side. And look how happy he is being the first Kerbal on the moon. Whoa! Trying the ability to see what else he can do. So now we can have the surface sample. Plant the flag. That is the main thing which we are here for. Here we go. First moon landing. Okay. Now we can perform some science. Here we can observe the mystery go. Okay, we need to go inside to observe it. I'll do that. Same with these things, if I'm not wrong. Log seismic data. Okay, cool. So have our RCS enabled. What is the use of the ladder then? If I can just fly to the ship. Let's just fly to the ship. Or what do you say? Use the ladder or fly to the ship? Let's just fly to the ship. Oh, what was that? Oh, Jeb, what have you done? Oh my god. Now how will you return? What the hell with me? What the hell is wrong with me? Seriously, man. Seriously, man. Seriously, what the hell is wrong with me? Why do I do this thing? Now how will I go back to the ship and control it? What the hell is wrong with me? This is the superpower of this Jeb. Now this is a punishment for you. Stay here. Let's see if I can just turn it over. I highly doubt that. I highly doubt that. Tracked. You just grab in it and brood inside. Please, RCS, can you do something? Some help? And okay, finally, RCS was there to save the day. Okay, now we have to watch for the launch window. And launch window will be there when it comes over to our head. So just time bopping it and seeing when it will come over our head, then we will launch it. Now would be a good time to launch. So fire up the engines and just go to the launch. Okay, we didn't get the encounter here, but I just want this to be 56 kilometer. Oh, what? What the hell? But where is the Kerbal? It totally exploded. What the hell, man? That was not my fault. That was written inside the code. But code was to destroy the engine and it destroyed the vessel. This is totally unfair. What will I do now? It is saying that it has the speed and all, but where is it? Tell me. Maybe I can just see if I can. Oh, I cannot do this too. And just switch over to this. Everything is lost now. Please switch over to this. Please. How come it is doing this, yaar? Steen, Elstein, that what happened, and I don't know. This is a big glitch, and every time this was going so smoothly, and everything was happening so calmly, and doing everything was happening so right, and then it exploded, and that was written in the program to explode, but uh, not to destroy the whole vessel. What should I do now? I only have one thing, to just go to the tracking station and then whatever Kerbals I have right now with me, two Kerbals, I just bring them back safely to the earth, to the carbon tracking station, and then I'll fly it again. What that only I can do. Wow, man, that was so bad. Do we have the lander only? Why is it saying we have the lander? Let's just fly it and see if we have. We do have. What the hell, man? That was a glitch. Okay, no problem. Just EVA, EVA, EVA. Where are you? Here are okay, EVA and go away. Just let it go. RCS enabled. Now I just need to have this set as target. What am I doing? What should I do? Is it helping me or doing what? I don't know. I can't even add a maneuver also. And I don't know where am I facing. That's the problem. Where is the prograde marker and all? Okay, if that's what you're demanding. This from this screen, so I can't do anything. Whatever I have to do is from this screen only. Accelerating towards the orbital speed. Hopefully I'll be able to rendezvous. Now the time to just push in whatever I have in with me. And reach the orbital speed. If I'll change any orientation, this whole thing will get a... What the hell am I doing? I'm not going anywhere and just... How do I determine the... Where is it going? What is the coordinate and all and all and all? I just decreased my speed. What the hell did I do? I didn't even see that coming. So now the periapsis is increasing. Time to apoapsis is that. Okay. So this is the... I was drawing it a whole purely wrong. And I need to correct my descending. First I'll once okay, I'll do this thing. Once I achieve the orbit, then I'll just rendezvous the ship to the Kerbal, not to the Kerbal to the ship. That would be a good idea. Switch over to orbital speed, please. What the? No, say her. And please, orbit. I want the orbit, man. How much delta V do I have left for the RCS? I don't know. How much RCS I left? Plenty. I think so. Not plenty. Will I will able to reach the orbit? Okay. We are in the orbit, right? Okay. Not touching anything. Finally. Okay, Steen. I'm just waiting for that to happen. This looking close. I'm having a close watch on the Starlink also. Waiting for. Oh yeah, here we have the maneuvers, but I won't be controlling it from here. I'll just switch it over to it and rendezvous over to there. That is a good move because this is obviously controllable than that. So yeah, where is this? Set it as target. Jebediah is set as target. Now I need to analyze my situation. So what if this is the target position? Target will be ahead of us. Okay. So what if I'll increase my speed here, somewhere here? That was not a good idea, and that is also not a good idea. The best idea would be to do this thing. Wherever the orbits are crossing, like here, just add the maneuver. And what maneuver? This thing. I think we had the encounter too. First of all, let's just have this thing changed. Then here we go. .2 kilometer. We'll have to first okay, 2.5 degrees. And that is what is hampering this. Okay, .6. 4.3. Oh, okay, 0.3, 0.2, 0.1, and it's okay. Let's just have stay at 0.1 only. 4-second burn. Okay, move to the maneuver. See how Jeb just flown up above us. How much close did we got? Oh, 0.1 kilometer. Noise. So we can save this and get ourselves here. Come on, get ourselves here. Yeah, warp here. Now we will catch up with that Jeb and hopefully we'll be able to make him board our ship. Oh, 104 meters per second. Oopsie. What did I do? Just kill all the velocity. Now just move towards the target. Time warp. Getting there. Getting there. Now we need to kill our velocity. Face ourselves retrograde. RCS enabled. How much monopropellant we have? We have enough. Okay, cool. Now we can face towards the target again, and then we can provide some velocity there. See, how am I doing this? I'm doing this, but can you see this, guys? What am I trying to do? I'm trying to make the prograde marker have this here. Here we go. So we will now be meeting him for sure. 200 meters, 180 meters. Okay, face retrograde. RCS enabled. Kill off all your velocity. This is the lazy method I am doing. This is not an accurate method for sure. Waiting for the encounter to come now. Here we go. I can see Jeb here now with me. Oh, what did I do? Stop, 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 stop. Now I can just switch over to Jeb and have him board inside this thing. Whew, well, that was a good thing to be done. Hopefully I have enough propellant left in it. Where is the hatch? Okay, here is that. What? Can you just... What is happening, man? And grab it, grab it, grab it. Whew. Jeb is finally back onto the crew. Now we just have to plot a maneuver back to our home. So here we are. Where do we land up? And oh, what the hell? Not this much. Okay, that means we don't have to perform our maneuver here. We have to do here. If I'm not wrong also. Yes. I'll make the periapsis to reach 25 or 35 or so. This is good, but yeah, this is good. Cool. 29 is cool. I'll just face this thing here and warp it. We are going back to Kerbin now. Oh, here we go. Heading ourselves back. What I achieved. Oh, I'm just hitting the no, I don't want this also. Periapsis should be right here. But what the hell is wrong with this? I don't care about it because I'm reaching this now. I'll to decrease the speed. It's okay for that. No problems if you are reaching that or not. So yeah, now we just have to warp it here. Just warp it here. Warp here. You were able to reach SUA with little fuel. I'm sure to do anything. Blah blah blah. Okay, cool. Now I just ditch this thing. I'll have to ditch also facing retrograde. I'll ditch it once we are at 100-meter mark. 100 or 80, whatever it is. Oh, I need to ditch it now. It is gone. Okay, we had something there. Oh, what man? Face retrograde. What are you trying to do? Face the retrograde. What the hell? Man? Face retrograde, please. Whew. Don't know what exploded. What the hell? The Arey my saab. No, I have to use the parachute. You are going to have to jump, use your personal parachute and try to land safely on Kerbin. Anywhere will do. They are very bad designers of the ship. There we have the explosions. Seriously, very bad designers. But we have the parachute, na? What about this? We have the parachute, the drogue parachute. The main parachute's exploded. Okay, that's the thing. So we are having the stream, getting the stream. What? No. Let me just land it properly and fastly. Oh yeah, of course. EVA board, parachute, deploy chute, EVA, EVA, deploy chute, EVA, deploy chute. Man, this is not done, man. I'll have to land it first. Bill Kerman, Jebediah Kerman, yes. Now it will safely land. Valentina Kerman also done. Will Kerman also done. Now I have to land him first. Land the. There we got the ship. Oh, but we are safe here. Oh, this landed. Valentina Kerman, now it's your turn to land. Go towards Jeb. He's 2.5 kilometer away. Okay. Oh man, he is so alone here. Finally, bronze award awarded to us. Whoa man, was such a big mission, but we accomplished it. Now we can switch over to the launch. It's time to deploy also. Wow, that was such a adventurous trip. I haven't done this fully. I played this, but I didn't complete this mission. But today I completed this mission too in front of you. That was a good thing.
Welcome back to our launch coverage of the GPS-3 Space Vehicle number 3 mission for the United States Space Force. Now, if you're just joining us, we had an on-time launch at 4:10 p.m. Eastern Time, followed by successful ascent, stage separation, and 2 second stage engine burns. On your screen is a view of the GPS satellite atop Falcon
So
9.
how beautiful
One
does it look?
note earlier, I had mentioned that today was our 88th successful launch. It's actually our 87th successful launch today. So coming up in just about 15 seconds from now is our last major milestone, and that's deployment of the GPS-3 satellite from the second stage.
And
Payload separation confirmed.
payload separation
And successful
confirmed.
confirmation of the spacecraft continuing on to perform its mission. From here, the satellite will undergo some activation checks and perform burns to raise into a circular orbit about 20,200 kilometers above the Earth's surface. And with that, that's actually going to complete our primary mission. Now, another note, if you were watching our webcast earlier, we accomplished another recovery objective today, and that is successful securing of both the fairing halves that we jettisoned early on in the mission. So
That's
we'll
a
have
good
those
thing.
for use on a future mission. And that's going to bring our webcast coverage to a close.
Great view looking at the GPS satellite moving away from the Falcon 9 second stage. We want to thank the United States Space Force for entrusting us with today's GPS-3 Space Vehicle 3 mission, and we also want to thank the satellite manufacturer, Lockheed Martin. SpaceX is one of 2 certified providers for national security space launch missions, and we're proud to be able to offer reliable, cost-effective launch services to the U.S. Space Force. We look forward to the additional GPS missions we will be supporting in the future. I also want to give out a special thanks to the 45th Space Wing for the range support out of the Eastern Range today. And finally, with this last view, watching GPS-3 satellite number 3 drifting away in the distance, we want to thank all of you, our viewers, for tuning in, and have a good day.
So here we had the successful deployment of the satellite. So guys, today was such a beautiful, we witnessed such a beautiful launch. So I must conclude what happened today, right? So yeah, we first of all we joined in, we learned about the rocket, what is the rocket, the SpaceX is a company, and what is the payload, and yeah. So here we learned about the payload and all. So then we switched over to the stream, and then we found out it is a bit late. So then what we did, had a good SSTO launch. We made it to the space, but didn't make to the orbit, and finally the SSTO broke. Then we switched over to the stream. Then at T minus 0 seconds, we had a successful and a beautiful liftoff. After that, we need the first space separation, the separation confirmed, and then uh, the second stage light up, and then also we witnessed a beautiful drone ship landing. We saw that it hit bull's eye, and yeah, Ken, all is well in space today, and thank you so much for tuning in and joining, guys. Thanks to you for supporting me to all this in all this journey of streaming and all. I do it. I know that I don't get much viewers, but I do it because this is my hobby and this is my passion. I do it out of passions. It would be best if I get some viewers. I know I need some viewers and the subscribers, but it's okay. I do it for you and for my passion, and that's the thing. So yeah, after that we played some good Kerbal Space Program of the Saturn V replica, and then we faced major setbacks. Was the engine exploded, then again the engine exploded, then we had a Kerbal, we had a big glitch, then we reloaded the game and that glitch went away. Then we had the EVA pack to support the Jebediah curve into the orbit. We did that. We finally and boarded the Jebediah carbon into the capsule, and then re-entered the atmosphere. And after re-entering the atmosphere, the parachute exploded, and then finally we did our, what we say, the deploy chute, the Kerbal ability to deploy the chutes and go in to that. So yeah, that's the thing we had. And then finally we saw the beautiful deployment of the space GPS satellite. So yeah, that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I just love your support and whatever you are doing for me, and interacting with me, interacting with you guys. It's such a great pleasure for me, and I'll just love that. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe, stay healthy, and yeah, subscribe, because I'll be going in the live stream again whenever the launches come live. And also about the videos, why am I not posting any videos on my channel? I'll be posting it because right now I'm in a serious work kind of a situation. I have had serious work. Once I am get free of that, and then I'll be regular in posting the videos too. So thank you so much for tuning in.